Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin.
Days after the biggest protests of his political career, Prime Minister Vladimir Putin seemed confident and comfortable, even as the allegations of vote rigging and fraud grew. Their election results, he said, are a reflection of how Russian voters feel.
Beyond
any doubt, the results of these elections reflect the actual lineup of forces in the country, as well as the fact that the ruling force, United Russia, has lost certain positions. There is nothing unusual about it.
He also said that demonstrations should be allowed, provided protesters obey the law, but refused to give in to demands for an election rerun. He made this sarcastic remark about the white ribbons that protesters wore during the rallies.
Frankly, when I saw people on the TV screen wearing something on their chests, to be honest, I know it sounds indecent, but I thought it was an HIV campaign, that they'd hung condoms on themselves.
This is Putin's 10th telethon, broadcast live on all state channels. A reported 1.5 million people called into the show, nearly 1 in every 100 Russians. Unlike previous years, Putin accepted questions from prominent Kremlin critics. Faced with a drop in popularity, he's had little choice but to accommodate carefully controlled dissent. But when it comes to criticism from outside Russia, Putin is much less accommodating. Recently, the US Republican Senator John McCain tweeted that the Arab Spring was on its way to Russia. Well, this was Vladimir Putin's chance to hit back, not just at McCain, but at American foreign policy.
The image of Gaddafi just before his death is terrible. It was shown on screens around the world. What is it? Is it democracy? And who did it? Drones, including American ones. They were used to locate him, then attack his convoy, and send a message to so-called fighters. He was killed without any investigation or trial.
The session gave Putin a chance to defend his views on recent events, 3 months ahead of presidential elections, where he hopes to make his political comeback. This was 4.5 hours of Putin, the political strongman, but it's an image many are growing increasingly weary of. Opposition groups want a leader who can govern effectively, but also remain accountable to the people. Neve Barker, Al Jazeera, Moscow.